the basement takeover with here your new host, Nathan P. Below the Hardwood, Fantasy Basketball MVP, your champion. And I'm going to share with you today 3 basic steps to becoming a successful GM. After that, I'm going to take you above the hardwood for some game action at the ACC. So I'm going to break it down with 3 basic steps to becoming a successful championship GM in the NBA. Number 1, it all starts with the draft. Basically, the draft is the only chance you're going to have to get the biggest and brightest stars and add them to your team. It all starts with star point guard. Guys like Chef Curry, Chris Paul, those are the guys you're going to need to anchor your backcourt. Just like the second position, you're going to need your star big man. That's the core that you're going to need to successfully build your team around. And now to support those core players, you're going to need guys who can fill up all sorts of categories. Guys who can steal, block, guys like Danny Green, guys like not necessarily Tony Allen, but Kyle Korver. Those guys who can hit shots when you need them, and they can keep your field goal percentage up and your free throws high. Step 2, scouting. And this basically all begins with your pre-draft rankings. It is absolutely essential that you do your scouting because you need to identify players who are either too old, injury prone, or have character issues. Guys like Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant, Anthony Davis even. You know, these are some of the greatest players not only in the NBA right now, but of all time. But the reality is, in fantasy, that doesn't really mean anything. Because guys like Wade and Kobe, when's the last time they played a full season? They're hobbling around literally on their last legs. Guys like Larry Sanders, let's be real. They're just going to get another DUI, they're just going to get suspended. Things like that, you got to look out for. Even Anthony Davis, very talented, always injured. So it's absolutely essential that you try and avoid those guys in the first round. You cannot make those guys the core of your team. And scouting, this also is important throughout your entire season. It never just stops with the draft. You're going to have guys that are injured, you're going to have guys that underperform, you're going to have guys that are just breaking through and making a name for themselves that fell through the cracks, and you're going to need to identify who those are and how you can add them to your team. Step 3, team management. Now, you're going to need to network. You're going to need a support system around you so you know you're making the best decisions you possibly can to make your team better. You're also going to need to network with your fellow GMs because at the end of the day, there can only be one winner. But you're going to need to make trades. No one's going to make trades with you if they're just figuring you're going to try and get one up on them. That's why it's important that you reach out to your fellow GMs and you explore the market. Because you never know when that one day someone is going to get desperate, anything around trade deadline time to get that last playoff push. And it either works out or it doesn't, but that's the way it goes. And it's also important that as you manage your team, you're able to recognize the strengths and weaknesses and how to make it better. So there you have it, the 3 important steps to becoming a championship GM in the NBA. 1, drafting. 2, scouting. 3, management. Now, we're going to take you above the hardwood for some game action from my fantasy MVP core drafted by me, LaMarcus Aldridge, Damian Lillard, at the ACC. Let's go. Here we are, Nathan P, Game 3, the ACC, Toronto Raptors versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's go, follow me. Third row down on the right, Roy T.
game, Toronto Raptors, Portland Trail Blazers. I'm making my prediction now. Portland Trail Blazers to win 120-101. Let's go.
This should be interesting. Oh, easy plays. Oh, Raptor gets in the jab. Nicely done. Come on, Raptor. Come on, fans. Who you cheering for here tonight? Come on, Toronto. Let's hear some cheers for your Raptor. Blaze has got the dukes up. Got the purple gloves. Raptor lays the combination. Oh!
Fake ass fans leaving. Fucking rich white folks. Fucking dudes. Yeah, go leave.
Alright, so the game is over. I wasn't too far off from my prediction. The Raptors lost, but it is what it is. 113-97. We're done here. The Portland Trail Blazers showing why they are one of the best teams in the NBA and the West. It's over.
Raptors what?
Alright, so thank you for joining me here in the Below the Hardwood Basement Takeover Championship Edition, where I share with you the 3 successful steps to becoming Championship G1. Took your Buckle Hardwood to the ACC. Now it's time for the 24-second shot clock. I want to shout out to Dom the Bodman Reynolds. If it wasn't for you, that Danny Green trade, I know it didn't work out perhaps for you, but that was definitely a key cog in my system. Another shout out to Dan for giving me Alfred Payton and Evan Turner, the biggest waiver wire pickups of the season. Without a doubt, they were on fire. Triple doubles non-stop. And a big shout out to Tubbs and Abbott, the Generals. Thank you for your support. Couldn't have done it without you. And last but not least, our commissioner, Ryan Henry, for keeping the league clean, uncorrupt, and just arranging everything. Thank you. Yo, I'm the champ. Fucking yo, it's my shit. See this? This is a champion. This is the king of this fantasy shit. The king.